Hey, yo! Ladies and gentlemen, I said, hey, yo! Welcome on in, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Percussive173. It is an absolute pleasure to see everybody tonight. Hopefully you guys are doing absolutely incredible. For those of you guys who are new here, I'm your friendly neighborhood drummer. What it do, Biggie? Dude, it's great to see you. What it do, everybody? And for those of you guys who are new, I have been playing drums since I was 5 years old, and I started this podcast that we're going to have tonight to make an impact on the streaming world and to make an impact on the community and aspiring streamers. And my goal as a creator is just to spread amazing information and to make you guys smile and just to be here for you guys as much as I can, you know, in the best possible way. I honestly, it's been a super busy week, but I could not be more excited to have the guests that I have on tonight. I just need to make sure that that's muted. My apologies. I have something feeding back in my ear and I just wanted to double check it. But anyways, I'm super excited to have the guests that I have on tonight. So without further ado, oh dude, I'm very excited for today. Jess is one of those people where she's just like an incredible human being, and like she's always been kind to me like every time I talk to her, but I'm gonna save the majority of that for like the actual podcast itself. But you know, how's everybody doing? How was your guys' weekend? Hopefully you guys are excited for the weekend, because this weekend is gonna be an epic one. So not only do I have BB Jess tonight, on Saturday, I have Tori Productions joining me. And then on Sunday, I have Chillin' with Dev joining me. And I could really not be more excited to have like this wonderful group of creators join the PSP podcast, because, well, you know what? We're going to let the podcast speak for itself. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you all being here. We are going to make sure that the recording is properly started, and let's go ahead and roll into it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on in to the PSP podcast. Just went to the featuring your friendly host, Percussive173. Let's freaking go! I downed him! Oh, I got it! 508 meters! I'm pushing everything right now. He gets to Lockman. Ooh. This Lockman is so good! Oh my god, I'm disgusting! So what do you think about that play, huh? What were your thoughts?
Not very smart, man. Not very smart, man.
It happens, man. Hey, well, come back. We'll try it again, okay?
Very smart, man.
It happens. Shit. I guess I'm just gonna shit on him. He's dead. Did I just ace? I just ace. Let's go.
Take a funky jazz with him.
Easy triple. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to have you be a part of the PSP podcast. And I'm your friendly host, Percussive173, and let's have a freaking party. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on in. My name is Percussive173, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the PSP podcast, where Perk spreads positivity, and that's what the PSP stands for, not the PlayStation Portable Podcast, with all the jokes that I've heard in the past. But if you guys didn't know, this is the spot where we laugh, this is the spot where we vibe, and where we highlight creators that are making an amazing impact throughout the streaming world, whether them be small or whether them be very large. And today, I've got a ridiculously incredible, amazing, cool guest in the building. Her name is BB Jess. Not only is she crushing it as a streamer, but she's also the voice behind her own radio show, BBFM, which is now proudly sponsored by Kick. And Jess is one of those people where she brings an absolutely incredible mix of her own unique energy, authenticity into into everything that she touches. And I am so grateful to have her on the podcast. So, Jess, how are you today?
Oh my gosh. Wait, you're really good at this. That was such a good intro.
Oh,
I'm
thank you.
amazing today. I can't wait to talk to you. I haven't talked to a person in so long.
Well, I mean, we are here. It's really awesome to be able to sit down and talk with you. And like, I'm super excited to be able to pick your brain a bit and to be able to share your story and your journey to like all these new and inspiring content creators that want to delve into the world of content. So, but yeah, like I love podcasting. It's my calling card, and I really like just being able to talk to people in a really just fluid way. So, for those who may not know BB Jess, why don't you tell the world a little bit about yourself?
Oh boy. My name is BB Jess, or Jessica. Surprise, that's my real name. I'm a 30-year-old lady who lives in New Orleans, Louisiana for now. And I've been a streamer for 5 years. I've been a full-time streamer. That's all I've done. I like to call it unemployed when people ask. It's way more fun to say I'm unemployed than I'm a streamer. But I don't know if that's much about me. That's just about what I do. I like to have fun.
And I see that.
I also, there's a good chance my internet will put it in our butts. So.
Oh, no worries. I mean,
okay.
One of the things about that is like being a streamer and being in like a production industry, like you have to be able to like kind of manage that like when it hits, and it's really fun to see like how certain streamers are able to like kind of do that type of stuff. Like when you run your own production, there's always a plan B, there's always a plan C, and like it's just really cool. And like, but Jess, so going back to you, like I've been watching you for, oh god, what has it been, like almost 3.5 years now, where maybe 4, but like ever since like it, I remember me like seeing your stream for like the first time back when you just were doing like whatever the hell you want, whenever the fuck you want, and it's like you still do that, so let's not discount that. So what really made you go into streaming? What was that decision? What was that mood that made you make that, decision to hit the live button?
It was before the pandemic. I technically started streaming before the pandemic, but I didn't take it seriously until I was like trapped at home. But I lived in my mom's basement and I worked a job that I fucking hated in the food service industry. And
I think we've all had the food service industry at one point.
yeah, and I have my degree in theater, so I like to perform. I always wanted to do YouTube, but I always hated YouTube. The idea of doing YouTube is just like, it's not me. It's not authentic to me. But hanging out on stream and like experiencing things in the moment with people, it was so fun. And I started it one day. I never stopped.
And like everything that you do, everything that you touch grows, and it's really cool to see. Like you even made the change in your content field on a couple different avenues, and the most recent one being BBFM. So,
yeah,
like, honestly, BBFM is something, if you guys are not turning in, please make sure you're going to hit the follow button and following her. This isn't a shout out show, I promise. But
follow me.
Yeah, follow her right now. But no, BBFM like really changed the tide. It really changed the game, like to such a point that like it even like brought some eyes on Kick. So, want to talk a little bit about like your decision to go from video star to radio star?
Wow. You said so many nice things again. I don't know how to perceive that. It kind of happened naturally. If like I went back and I watched some of my VODs from like 2021, 2022, I was always kind of doing the like playing music and then like entertaining around it. I used to always like view my streams. It's so silly, but I liked to play make believe growing up, and I still like to do it on stream. I always viewed it as like a house party. It's open door. Anyone can come in. Anyone can act however they want to act. I want to try to provide a lot of vibes. So like the people that want to hang out in the kitchen and eat pizza rolls, or the people that want to hit the dance floor. So I was always just kind of like, I don't know, shepherding the vibes. And then as I've done this longer and as I've gotten older, my energy has definitely shifted. I don't think I have less energy than I used to have, but I think I'm smarter in how I spend my energy now. And streaming has changed. Like, I think it's not like it was in 2020 where everyone was online and everyone was telling everyone every deep, intimate secret about themselves and everyone was looking for community. I think that's starting to dissipate a bit. And I wanted my content to lend to a lurker heavy audience because I think people put me on in the background.
And I definitely am one of those that actually, like, I will come into your chat, I'll make my presence known a little bit, but then I kind of lurk in the back because I love hearing you sing and love watching what you do. So I
Oh,
think like
thanks.
that, like
It's the
DBFM
start.
stuff, like the radio stuff is like, it's killer. It's awesome. Like when you go live, it's when I'm making dinner. So like I only have
Oh,
so many
hell yeah.
times to like actually type in chat, but like when I do, it's like because I'm there. But
I it's so fun. I used to watch streamers and the only way I knew how to do it was to be a community member. Like I was
Mhm.
always like if I was a fan of a streamer, I was either a moderator or I was like actively telling everyone you need to come watch this streamer. Like I love this person and I want you to love this person and it was like it was a whole ecosystem.
That's actually how I got started as a
Mm.
streamer as well. I started watching other streamers. I started watching Call of Duty streamers. Like my story actually started post pandemic. I could have gone live during the pandemic, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to. So post
Mm.
pandemic, I actually started streaming after I was watching The Only Shady, Bad Bear Gamer, X Marie Angel, some really cool Call of Duty streamers who really revolutionized the content field in Call of Duty. And I started kind of listening and watching what they were doing. And anytime I would play with my friends and stream my gameplay in my Discord, my friends are like, dude, you should stream. You're so good. You're so funny. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just a fat 30-year-old. What do you want from me? And so that kind of evolved into me eventually being forced by my homie Tyrell. And he's like, bro, you're doing this right now because he put my face on his stream before I decided to make Percussive 173.
Surprise.
Yeah,
You're the star.
surprise. I'm the star of Tyrell's channel. And yeah, so then it turned into that. And ever since then, it's all just been kind of gravy. And like, I just keep watching other streamers and watching how they put things together and watching like all the
Mm.
stuff. And like, there's so much that as a content creator that you got to understand because there's everything that happens, everything that we put on right here in this hour and a half. You guys don't ever see the stuff that happens behind the scenes and how to
Oh
put these
God.
things together. And like it's a
Yeah.
huge technical thing. We're our own audio engineer, we're our own video engineer, we're our own like creators and like
Set designer.
set
That's been the
designer.
biggest surprising role. I take way too much time every time I move. I'm like, how can I make this my thing?
I got Pikachu back there as my my set designer there. She's killing it. But but yeah, no, like you're your own person and putting everything together, like your room just says a lot about you. And
Mhm.
that's why I went for messy 30-year-old. But
Oh
so
yeah.
it's oh my goodness. I thought I turned alerts off. But Diggy Dude, thank you for the 5 gifted.
Oh
But
yeah.
W. But what's your most memorable part of being a streamer that you would say?
It's so weird because I've had so many really good moments on stream that I could say, but
Mm-hmm.
I went to a casino in the middle of like Chicago. I don't know where we were, and I wasn't like BB Jess. I was just like out with my friends at a casino, and people were like, "Oh my God, you're BB Jess," and I was like, I'm scared. How do you know me? And like that moment specifically, because I was with friends who witnessed it happen, because I've had it happen before, but it's something different when like it crosses that like you're not just an internet person anymore. You're a real life person who works online. That like perspective shift, it was like it was my favorite because it changed the game in the best way possible for me, I guess.
And those moments where you get recognized in public are something else. Like when it happens for the first time as a streamer, like it's something crazy. I remember walking down East 4th Street in Cleveland, going to like a basketball game, and like I'm sitting here with my buddy Jesse, and we're going to watch the Cavs play the Warriors, and someone comes up to me and is like, "Dude, are you Percussive 173?" And I'm like, "First off, how the hell do you know my name?
You got all my numbers.
You got all the numbers. Like, why?
Isn't it crazy?
It's weird, but it's awesome. But it's weird.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like what you want.
Right, kind of.
Yeah.
But
I know.
so one of the big things is like I've seen you evolve as a streamer. I've seen you evolve so much. I've seen you go from Twitch. I've seen you go to Kick. And there's a big topic on Twitter right now is Twitch versus Kick. Which platform is the best? You know, and like I don't know why people are making that like such an homage, but what are your thoughts about Twitch versus Kick? Because there's a lot to unpack here.
I think it's something people need to remember that they don't have to like you don't have to play that game if you don't want to play that game. If you want to be a streamer or content creator, you make the rules and there's so much freedom to enjoy in this that like
Exactly.
you don't have to listen to other people here. You don't have to give your power away here to anybody. You can do what you want to do. However, I do have thoughts about it. Kick has been so creatively supportive to me since I made the switch, and I was reluctant. I was very outspoken at first that I was hesitant about Kick. I wasn't sure how I felt morally about gambling on stream. I didn't know, you know, if everyone, all the bad people on Kick were then going to become a representation of me. Because I've had that happen before where like friends or exes or someone says something online and then all of a sudden the whole internet's like blaming me for other people's things. And I was worried Kick was going to do that to my entire career, to be honest, which is such a silly thing in retrospect. Again, I think I was like playing a game that I didn't have to play. It's not real unless you like make it real. But that being said, Kick has been so good to me, and they were the ones who approached me about acquiring my show, about acquiring BBFM, and I like that's all I've ever wanted was to make a project and then have it be official and then get to build it better with the resources to make it better, whether that's a stage production or a stream. So Kick right now is heavy in my favor because I feel like they believe in me.
And I really like the battle of the two platforms, and like honestly seeing Kick pick up BBFM is really freaking awesome. And like we'll shout that out a million times in tonight's episode, but like Kick and Twitch each has its perks in my opinion. And I think a lot of the content creators that go and delve into these like ideas, I think they just kind of overindulge. It's like we are creators on the platform. Our goal is to be seen. It's not the platform's responsibility to push us out to people. It's our responsibility as creators to make the content that brings people in to be able to put ourselves
sorry,
out.
real quick. This guy talking chat, way too faded. You got a lot of shit to say to someone whose stream looks like that, buddy. Good Lord, I need a life. You need a better webcam, my guy. Good luck out there.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
keep going.
I appreciate the compliment because, like, honestly, honestly, not you.
That guy in chat that's talking shit.
Oh no, he needs. Oh no, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't saying you need. Why would I just come on your show and insult you?
No,
oh my
no.
goodness.
I didn't think that. I was thinking about the guy in chat. I was saying thank you so much for the. I was saying thank you for the guy in chat. Like I appreciate you.
So, dude, I'm always so afraid that I'm like, because I get mad sometimes and I say some shit. I'm like, oh, I hope the wrong person doesn't interpret that for them.
So I know, like, I'm one of those guys who, like, I preach positivity with everything that I do. So
Mm,
I know, like, you are awesome with handling trolls in chat. Like, you probably are the best person, like, to watch because you make it funny and you make it part of your live streams and you make it part of your stuff. I I just
It's
say think
only funny because I'm walking the line. It's only a
exactly.
matter of time until I say something that I don't mean to say, but it's in the moment. Like that shit scares me. I am afraid of that because there is that level. That's why it's fun. The trolls, they're
Mhm.
trying to get you off your game. So if you like start
Exactly.
playing that game, you got to be like, oh gosh, I can't be too edgy.
And that's why, like, I appreciate trolls because trolls actually make the stream funny. It's like it's also why when I play Call of Duty, I troll people. That's my
Good,
move. It's
good.
fun because like I'll go into the game and then someone will come up and say some like heinous Call of Duty shit, right? Like they always do. Like, oh, you sound fat, and I'm like, cool. You sound like you have a middle school education. Nice job.
I love that you sound fat is always so funny. Like,
It's
what am I supposed to say back? No, I don't. Like,
but
what?
it's also like a lot of people that start insults, it's like they're insulting people for like the first time and they don't really know how to do it well yet. So I mean, they'll learn.
You sound like you never talked to a girl before.
Yeah,
Me, I
it's
say that all
it's
the time.
it's always like that. But Twitch versus Kick, like I wanna
I'm so
preface.
sorry.
No,
I'm gonna
you're
get you
okay.
off topic so many times. I'm
D-
okay.
That's the whole point. I love tangents and stuff like that. Like the whole
Okay,
point.
good.
We are Gucci. I promise you. I promise you.
Okay.
But
Okay.
so Twitch versus Kick is one of those things that like I feel like streamers overindulge. I feel like streamers kind of push themselves too much in it. And like they try and put themselves in positions that are out of their control. Like instead of like riding the wave, putting your head down and making content, they blame everything else on their lack of growth on the other people. And yeah, it's and when you have that mentality, you're already putting yourself in the loser's position.
Yeah, what's that called when you like the negative mind speak? It's
Mm-hmm.
when it like starts to come true when you manifest bad
Oh,
things
dark
happening. There's
dark manifestation.
maybe that sounds like magic. I don't know about that. I don't know. But I also think it's also I, I feel bad and maybe I'm interpreting it wrong, but to me,
Sure,
that stuff is like it's easy content. It's
it
hard
is.
sometimes to come up with a way to be entertaining. It's really easy to get mad about something and then talk about that.
I
So,
I agree with you because honestly, there's so many different styles of content. Like you have so many people who make content in different ways. Some people are
naked.
right. Some people are naked. Some people are drama hounds. Some people sing in front of the camera. Some people dance in front of the camera. Like
Mhm.
some people play Call of Duty. Some people everyone has their perks, their way of doing things. And
Yeah.
I keep telling people over and over as a new and aspiring creator, there's only one journey and it's what you make of it.
Yeah, like life.
Exactly. You gotta
Art
love
imitates
life.
life.
It
You
does.
have to love life. Oh my God, what are you doing if you don't try to love life, man? You'll go
I
crazy.
don't love life. I love lamp.
I never saw that movie, but I
You
know it's a
never saw.
reference.
Oh, it's so good. It's actually a meme.
Wait, is that Anchorman?
Is it Anchorman?
Oh shit. I don't
I don't
know.
know.
Yes. Oh, okay. I've seen it. I was just high. I don't remember it.
Dude, weren't we all?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, another thing that people never see in regards to content creation is the the balance between life in between streaming. So,
Yeah.
what is something that you like to do to balance that life? And as
Dude,
a
what balance? What balance?
true,
I have never any job. I've never been able to master a a not work me. My identity has always been so tied to m- what my dream, I guess, or whatever my goal is in that moment. Like I make that my whole identity, which is why that moment of like real life and stream overlapping was so important to me because I needed to break out of that weird Hannah Montana thing I was living in of like, this is my online life and then Jess exists. Like that's so stupid. I am Jess. And why am I disassociating these two things? My whole life I've always been like whatever I'm doing is who I am. So I embrace that. Was there a question before I started yapping?
No, it was I was just bringing up the
Okay.
topic of like how we as content creators, how difficult it is, or how fun it is to kind of
To have
have that work life
balance.
balance, you know?
Yeah, I once that snapped into place, I was able to be like, okay, so if I want to be better on stream, I need to be better off stream. And like that's when I started hitting the gym again and getting out of all those like pandemic bad habits. And when I started socializing again and remembering that like talking to real life people is a skill that you have to continue to build. And if you don't use it, you will lose it and things get hard. So like reminding myself to be better as much as I want to build my stream all the time, building the instrument for the stream is just as important.
I honestly, I couldn't agree more, because like your life is the foundation for your happiness. And when you're not having fun in life and you're struggling in life, you're going to struggle as a streamer and a content creator. And
Yeah, you're going to struggle with everything.
like a work life balance is so important. And like
Mm.
I do that on top of working a full time job.
Yeah.
I'm a full time job, a full time streamer, a part time. I'm not going to say the third job that I do, but like I do a lot of things. Sleep is non existent, but we it's when you try to find that balance on how to put things together, on when to edit content and what is actually important, prioritization and scheduling, understanding like the stuff that you have to put together, it really, once it clicks and you become
Man,
really
I'm bad at
happy.
that shit. I never figured out the scheduling shit. You know firsthand, you and I have been trying to have a conversation for like 3 years. I still haven't figured that out, but I'm happy. I know I could do better and I know I could burn myself out if I, put some more energy towards everything else, but I also like I'm learning to be comfortable with you know, again, the better the instrument, the better the performance kind of thing.
And like, but everybody is different and we all
Yeah.
schedule in our own styles in our own ways. It's like I keep bringing like there's only one journey aspect in for new content creators, because like my biggest advice for new and aspiring content creators, since the PSP podcast is like dedicated for new content creators that like want to maybe delve into streaming,
Mm.
is work hard in your own way and do things in a way that makes you happy. It doesn't really matter the amount of content you put forward. It matters the quality of the content that you put forward, and do it with a purpose and do it with in a manner of which you love. If you want to live stream and because you love playing video games, then post all the video content in the world and show people that 30-second increment that they finally meet you for the first time why they should join you.
Mm. That's beautiful. My approach to content is completely different.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be, I used to be that, and that used to be my advice. But as a viewer, I've completely changed in the kind of content I like to watch. And I don't like to watch people that I can tell are trying to be streamers or like people
Okay.
that are trying to be content creators. I lately have really been loving the like slice of life shit.
Oh, the
So I'm
IRL
like
stuff.
a little bit IRL, yeah. So like for me personally as a viewer, that's what I am looking for. So that's how I've started making content is like whatever it is that draws me to other people, I'm going to try to recreate that for whoever finds me.
And that's really awesome to think about as well, because like I truly believe that you need to be able to, as a streamer, you got to kind of experience it as a viewer,
Yeah,
because like seeing what other people put forward and what they like it kind of works with what you like, if that makes sense. um
absolutely.
it's it's a hard hill to climb. It's a hard hill to find your niche. And like we even had a whole or a whole podcast episode about finding your niche and the importance of finding your niche. And
Sure.
it's difficult. It's rough, but
I
like
don't even know what if I know what mine is. I think people can look at you and say this is what your niche is, but I don't know. I hate picking a category when I go live. Like I'm a streamer. Just come hang out with me and we'll do whatever we do. I don't know. We'll figure it out together. And um yeah.
you and bears are very similar in that, and I love that about you too. Because I had the injured bear on an episode a while back, and like the way you guys, your mindset is really cool because you guys could like literally be playing Valorant. And I'm not saying like you guys together. I mean, maybe you do. I don't know. But it's like you guys could literally like be playing Valorant and then all of a sudden turn into a party stream and then turn into like a whole radio show. She's amazing.
I love her endlessly. If I can just geek for a second about Injured Bear, she's so lovely. And she's like a one of multiple handfuls of really awesome creators that Kick specifically has brought to me. Like, not all of them are Kick specific streamers, and they came from somewhere before they got to Kick. But what I'm saying is I'm grateful to Kick for having brought them to my awareness, because like you said, me and Injured Bear share that mindset of like how we think about content. I think a lot of Kick streamers share that sentiment of like, all right, we're gonna, this is a new chance, a fresh air that we don't necessarily have to go down all the same things we tried on Twitch or on Mixer or on wherever.
And honestly, that's how I thought of Kick when I joined it. And like literally as I joined Kick, it's like I don't have to do what I've been doing. I could do what I've been doing, but I could do something completely different if I wanted to.
Anything.
Like, back like what was it, 4 years ago when I joined Kick? Like it's seeing where the platform came from to what it's become is such a really cool thing. They are kicking ass. So like shout out to Kick for that. And like but seeing the development of different streamers that were like just unnoticed on Twitch, that no one had any idea who they were, to come into a platform like Kick and then just blow up because they finally got that spotlight is such a cool thing to see.
And not to be like, I don't know, sometimes it comes off as maybe like pessimistic or a little too blunt. But you bring up like the Kick versus Twitch thing. I never felt like, unless one of them was gonna pay me really well, that I owed them my loyalty. Like, I own my business and I'm going to try to make that business the most successful possible. And why would I limit myself when, like you said, if you come over to a smaller platform, there's a larger opportunity for discoverability. That's just how it works. When you have less people streaming, more chances of being found. So it never really clicked to me why people do the wars, because if you cared about your business, you would just focus on what's best for your business.
And that's exactly why I brought up the Kick versus Twitch point, to kind of like pile down, because like it's not about where you stream. It's not about what each platform's going to offer something different. Each platform has its own perks. YouTube has its own perks, just like Snapchat has its own perks, just like Insta. Like everything is like different. Everything is like cool. And it's about, I guess people are missing the point when they try and do the platform war thing. It's your journey, and just have fun with your journey. And that's the whole point of being a content creator.
Making money or getting bitches or whatever it is.
I mean, like,
some people are on here for,
but that's the whole thing. It's like, for example,
just here to get bitches, man.
Yeah. Get bitches, get money. I have 99 problems and a bitch ain't one. And I haven't had a bitch in my life since my dog.
I love my dog. I think about my dog every second I'm live. That's been like the best thing in my life has been my dog, but the worst thing for my streaming has been my dog. I want to spend every second with him.
Your dog is adorable.
He's the best dog there's ever been. He's 60 pounds now.
Are you bringing him to DreamHack?
No. Oh my gosh, no. Well, I can't.
I mean,
no.
You could.
No.
It'd be fun.
Oh man.
Bark, bark, woof, woof.
I wish, but no. Oh.
But
one day we should do like a dog event. Why not? Okay, that might be bad. Maybe people's dogs aren't socialized right. But I was gonna say, imagine all the streamers come together and do like a dog show.
Dude, that would be really awesome. Like
until someone's dog bites another dog and then it's all over.
Well, I mean, there's got to be some vetting to happen before doing that. But you could rent out like a dog park in LA and then just use it as an outdoor dog show. where you can
Dude, I
bring
have
IRL
ideas like
stuff.
this all the time, and then my brain immediately goes to like, okay, now how am I gonna get sued because of this? And then I just shut it down. I have
But
so many ideas, but no desire to get sued.
But that's another thing that you bring up. It's the content mentality. We're constantly,
Mm.
our brains are firing
Oh,
off certain things of what could be fun, what could be cool. Like, for
yeah.
example, I go to work and I'm like, okay, cool. What's the next big thing I could do to change Call of Duty for the better now that Black Ops 7 just came out? Well, I mean, I could be playing the beta, but I also could be doing other things. But it's like, what's the next big thing that I can do to make the content fun, to make the content cool, just to showcase how much fun I have in the middle of my streams? And
I always like to think of it as like, what's the next experience that I want to create? And
exactly.
it's so much easier not to get uh I get writer's block or whatever it's called when you like can't make ideas. If you're just thinking about, okay, but what could I do that would make me and maybe like this small group of people have a good time and then maybe people will want to watch it. There we got a stream. Now we got brands. Now it's all paid for. That's really what it is. I'm just doing stuff that I want to do, but I'm trying to get it paid for.
And honestly, with me, I just vibe. 'Cause-
Yeah.
and that's what it's all about. It's like when things happen, they happen. It's like I said this on Bear's podcast. I'll be playing Among Us with a group of people, and then all of a sudden I'll end up on freaking Call of Duty, or I'll end up on Fortnite, or I'll end up running around my room like trying to figure out what the hell I'm cooking for dinner. But that comes after I
Oh.
turn off the live button.
Do you ever do a mukbang?
I don't.
Mukbang?
What's a mukbang?
When you eat on stream?
I actually have never. Well, the only thing that I eat on stream are these nuts. So
Oh, oh, yeah. I used to
yeah,
keep a box of Cheez-Its next to me, and that was like my stream snack. Oh, I miss Cheez-Its. I haven't done that in years.
I could do a cooking stream. Like honestly, every single podcast, Joplin will never let me pick her up. Every single podcast, my cat runs under my feet and is like, "Give me attention! You're talking to nothing. Give me attention."
Ah, oh, I love our
I'm
pets.
not calling chat nothing. Don't even say it. That happened before. You guys are amazing, and I love your faces. But
Oh, sensitive. All of
so
you guys.
so sensitive. But so when it comes to creation, in what is your advice to a budding creator, a brand new creator in the scene?
Uh, be afraid. Be afraid. Be terrified. I could have saved myself from so much danger and heartache and like my family and friends being involved in this shit if I knew to be afraid. But I didn't because I grew up online and I was telling everyone everything about myself all the time. And I just like, you don't know what you don't know. And that's what I hate. Cause every time someone's like, what do I need to know? I'm like, you don't even know what you don't need to know. But how do you
Hmm.
tell someone that?
Well, you can't. You can't
I
tell someone that
know.
it's you have to
Well, how do we
experience
save
it.
them? We have to save them.
We have
We
to
need
save
to.
them all.
It really is like that's why I enjoy content like what you put out and like to maybe to liken it to Zach Pussy. I don't know if it's appropriate to like compare. I'm not trying to compare you guys as people
I'm
or
gonna
whatever.
say
But
comparing me to Zach Pussy, that's a whole new
okay,
level of
great.
like crazy.
That's why, like, I see the value in things like this and conversations like this because, like, to be honest, I could go on forever. Like, go onto the internet and delete any information. Like, hire a third party company to delete your information, your mom's information, your sisters, your brothers. If your little sisters are on Instagram, make sure that they don't have their last names and they're not following you. And like, go through all your Instagram pictures and see what you've ever been tagged in because
Hmm.
now those people are going to be looked into for knowing you. And it's like, there's so many things to lock down and to like your Discord. You
Yes.
don't know that you can get gore bombed until it happens to you. That like one day the floodgates open and your Discord it should be on a watch list from now on. Like it's terrifying out there. Get a good mod group. That's the answer. Get a good experienced mod group. That's the only thing I can think.
And from the technical side of things, like from the background side, there's so many things that you should I feel like everybody needs to take a cybersecurity course. I feel like everyone needs to take a
Yeah.
cybersecurity course before they become a content creator.
Dude, I feel like I need to take a cyber emotional course because I get too sensitive about shit I'm reading online that's not real. I feel like there's so much education.
Yes.
And there are things we don't even know how all of this is affecting us yet.
It's crazy because no, you're fine. This is like
I'm
type of conversation
about this,
and I love having these conversations with passion and stuff like that. Because like from the tech side, like a lot of people who are going into content don't understand is that everybody is watching, and the best part and the worst part about streaming is you have no idea who's watching.
Yeah.
Best part being is like, oh, maybe Sweet Tails is watching me. I'm just throwing out a name, or like.
Maybe it's your little brother's best friend who's got a crush on you and he's gonna make fun of your brother about it.
I mean,
if you're watching this, dude, go focus on your military service, you little dweebs. Stop watching my content. Freaks, dude. Okay.
But it's like you never know who's watching you. And and like the reason why I want everybody to take a cybersecurity course as a streamer is I see so many people like getting hacked, whether it be within Discord or whether it be within their own content. People
I can't believe it hasn't happened to me yet. Yeah, crazy. It's so easy that you just click. You don't even think. You just click. Oh, everything's gone.
Webhooks are very dangerous things, and you got to learn how to navigate the world of webhooks to be
emails,
able to prevent the webhooks. Mm-hmm.
They make the emails look so legit. They got like fake email addresses, everything. They're mailing it to your house. You're getting mail saying that your car's registration or something, and it's all made up to get your credit card information.
They even have stuff in QR codes now. And NFCs now, so you have to be very careful. One thing I'm going to say is before clicking any link, number one, hover over it. Number two, go to urlscan.io and put that thing into that browser. Put that into there. Let it check it first before you click on it. Like
wow,
always,
QR codes is crazy because what if you're at a restaurant and they're like, scan our menu?
That's the whole thing. There's actually a story of somebody and I believe, don't quote me, I believe it was in Alabama where they were trying to order something on like from a restaurant, and then they ended up getting hacked from a QR code that some random person put on a table.
No,
it's just understanding the world and
I worry about my grandma every day because she's gonna get got, dude. She's gonna get got.
And that's why multi-factor authentication is just the beginning. It's like you got to learn how to protect yourself, and that's a huge step.
Dude, I got a crazy story about that. Yeah. I logged on to Kick the other day. I had to log out and I logged back in, and I must have shared a streaming computer with another streamer because my Google auto-filled in another streamer's actual password and username, and I could have logged in as them if they didn't have two-factor authentication on. Thank God. So like they got a text and it was like, I was like, hey, I don't know what's happening. I'm so sorry. I have your information. Is this your password? And they were like, yeah, I'm going to change it. I'm like, please do. Oh.
Yeah, it's like you do have to be very cautious about that type of stuff, especially from a technical backend perspective. And like, my biggest recommendation from like a user-facing perspective is the Google Authenticator, the Microsoft Authenticator, there's so many different ones out there, but those are your best friends. Like,
yeah.
Keep it in a place where only you can find it. Use a password manager that's locked by another password manager. That's kind of, I might have a three-step in order to get there. I might not, but you're never going to find out because I have honeypots all over the place. So
is honeypot the sex thing?
I wish. No,
I keep hearing about honey packs.
So honeypot is a cybersecurity term where it's an enticing thing where you can try to dip into the honeypot, but when you dip into the honeypot, we're always watching. We see what happens.
I learned about this because I had a friend who's a hackathoner, and I was like, cool, crazy.
Hackathons are fun. I enjoy them, but seriously, cybersecurity is something that everyone should learn about, and it's something that you should get a base level of knowledge on, because the internet is a very scary place.
Yeah. Oh, amen. Yes, sir. So it's so bad out there. It's so bad. And like like on a technical end, yes, I've been really cycling lately on emotional intelligence, and especially emotional intelligence online. So many people are coming at each other with so many perspectives and intentions and wants and needs and assumptions. And I think we're watching people in real time go crazy because of
Mm-hmm.
it. And they deserve better for themselves. Like they deserve to have someone on the internet shake them and tell them like it's okay. You're not stuck here. You can go back. You can go back. You don't have to do this.
And I feel like, especially like with the way Twitter has been in the past too, it's kind of like the perspectives are in
Yeah.
the eyes of the beholder. You never actually know the full story. You only ever see the one side of the story. And that's why I urge people to just like take everything that you hear with a grain of salt. There's people out there who are
Yeah.
gonna hate my guts, and that's cool. They can do that. There's people out there who are gonna love me to death, and like that's cool. It's like there's different perspectives, different sides to every story, and like honestly, you have to make your own decisions based off of like your own internal perspective. And like I'm
Yeah,
the
well,
type,
and you have to
yeah.
be careful not to like, um, like you have to question everything because I definitely find myself struggling with that sometimes. Like, I'll read something negative about like Mizkif or something. I don't know him, so that's just an example name. And then
Hmm.
I'm like, well, yeah, fuck that guy, I hate that guy. And then I'll be like, wait, why am I so mad at this person? Because someone else was mad at them? That's crazy. So like remembering to question everything you read and like again giving yourself that power that like you don't have to listen to everyone all the time.
It's also like when you keep in mind that a lot of people are utilizing AI now to
Oh
post
my goodness.
tweets.
Yeah, they are.
So,
Wow, yeah, they are.
and it's cool to use AI to like your advantage in certain aspects. Like there's benefits of that, but like you're talking to a tech nerd. I could talk about tech stuff like till the end of time.
Dude, I probably got canceled a bunch because I've been an early adopter of using AI in my shit. I ran an AI OnlyFans for a month. Like it's here and I don't have the power to legislate it or make it better or do anything about it. So I might as well use it to my advantage if other people are going to be using it to their advantage.
Of
And
course.
maybe that is a selfish view of it and it's killing the world, but I don't have any kids. That's a terrible thing to say.
I don't have any children either. Well, I do. I have Joplin and
Heat
she's
up those
adorable.
oceans. Cook those fish. Fuck you guys. My bloodline's done here. Fuck you guys.
This the world that we live in is such a very interesting place, and it's
Man.
like there it goes back to the story of perspectives. You can either look
Mm.
at it through a positive lens or you can look at it through a negative lens. And like, but keep in mind that those lenses that you choose to watch things through are going to affect how you act in front of a camera. So it's
Oh, yeah.
you also need to keep your eyes on that. Like that's why like when I talk about positivity, right? Because the PSP podcast is Perk Spreads Positivity, right? When I talk about positivity, it's not me trying to just dump positivity down your throat because that's never gonna work. It's more or less understanding the philosophies behind positivity, the ethos, the logos, and the pathos of it. You know, it's like
Yeah.
that. It's understanding that there are certain things that can affect the way that your mindset is, but it's also
Mm.
how you can take control over that. And
Yeah. I love that you're saying these things. This is what I do. This is why I say I'm unemployed when people ask, because if I'm not streaming, I'm just thinking about thinking.
mm-hmm. And everybody overthinks too, so
Oh my
much.
goodness. Aren't I guilty of it? Oh, yeah. It's
I
so
do. I
easy.
overthink everything.
Yeah. And that's what I've been it's so silly, but since we're talking about it, that's
Mm-hmm.
been like on my heart, I guess is a way to say that is like conquering the fear of fear and like not being afraid to take chances or to say yes because I'm afraid of what's going to happen when things change. Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I think there's freedom in that as a creator as well. And like, okay, I'm gonna try a radio show and it's probably gonna be goofy as shit and cringe as hell, but I'm gonna have fun and that's what I wanna do right now. So
Goof,
doing it.
goofy and cringe is the shit. It's what makes it.
But I hate looking at my old content, dude. I'm like, oh god, it's so cringe. I want to die.
So when you joined today, I actually found my first YouTube video ever, because I brought it up to a friend about like my first ever YouTube video. And it was a 420p video of me playing Call of Duty Warzone 1, where
Yes.
there was a glitch in the game where it looked like there were two people. So I did a Naruto Kage Ben Shino Jutsu, and then they run down the stairs after they kill me. And it was the worst edit I've ever done in my whole life, but I love it to death. You know?
Oh, you're so cute. Dude, mine's just me playing Club Penguin. I'm like,
Dude,
why was
I
doing
miss
that on
Club
Twitch?
Penguin.
Man, the day. I was never a member though, because my parents would never let me spend money on shit.
Tom, you're still my friend. Bring back MySpace, please.
I got in trouble for making a MySpace because I just wanted to follow the Jonas Brothers. I didn't even want to add friends. I just
Wait,
wanted
they
to
were
follow
on
the Jonas
MySpace?
Brothers on MySpace. Yeah.
I had no
Oh
clue.
yeah. They were on the scene early. They had a whole career before Disney Channel. Don't get it twisted. But I wanted to follow them on MySpace, and then my mom found out that I had a MySpace, and she's like, "You have to shut it down, or we're taking the internet away forever."
The internet is like, oh man, it's like going back to that time when like CS:GO 2 and like LANs parties were, or not CS:GO 2, CS:GO and like LAN parties and stuff like that were like a thing where
I was deep into World of Warcraft, just talking to
Right?
grown men, dude. What a
I
weird
love
time.
I love Warcraft though. I mean, I've never, the funny thing is I haven't played Warcraft since I was 12 years old. And I don't even know how to play it. I'm still trying to get some of my friends to teach me the new ways of Warcraft with like the new characters and stuff, because I don't know what to do. I'm gonna sit
Dude,
there,
I
I'm gonna
don't
run
know
around in
either.
circles. If it
It's
wasn't
just an
for,
excuse to talk to people on the internet for me.
but it's fun that way though. That's actually
I
why I
know.
play Call of Duty, is to talk to people in the middle of the game. And I'm like, so why are you
Yeah.
really that angry? Do you want to talk about it? Are you okay?
It used to be more fun before everyone started like recording everything and putting everything. Because like before social media, there was still an internet, and that I miss that right before social media became like social media.
In like, I don't know, like the social media now.
The dead internet theory, you know about that?
No, what's the dead internet theory? Actually,
Okay,
I
I
might,
don't
but
know.
okay, you don't
I'm gonna
know.
be misinformed
Okay,
when I tell you. I'm pretty sure it's just the idea that like we're so deep into the internet that all that's really left are a bunch of bots and like AI, and like most of the things that we're interacting with are non-human.
I'm a bot. Have you seen me in person? Wait, you have.
Yes, I have. So I don't know. That's why I'm like, I don't know how much I believe in it, but it's a real theory and I don't doubt it. Especially now that everyone's just copy and pasting chat GPT into everything. So you're really just getting a bot.
I mean, true. And like, even when bots come into channels, it's like, uh, you're literally, you're throwing code out. You're not actually being genuine. Like, it is what it is. Like, we get it. Like, you're trying to sell something that no one's going to actually fall for. But, I mean, it is what it is. So, another thing that I love to bring up to new content creators is something that people don't really think about is 90% of what content creators do is introspective work. And this is why I say that. Every single day we watch our streams, or we'll watch parts of our streams, or we'll watch our content and figure out how to make it better. We'll look at our stream and figure out what we can do to improve the quality of our stream, whether it be from an audio effect filter, whether it be from like a back end, like I can do this prior to stream to make everything come smoother. I can run this piece of computer software to make sure that my internet is running smooth, or like whatever the case is. 90% of the stuff that us content creators do is introspective, and a lot of viewers don't see that.
Mm.
Do you have any?
I would have used, I feel like I get into modes. Like my like my moments come in and out of like for 3 weeks, I'm all in on building a room out, setting up my cameras, redoing all my alerts, all my OBS. Like I kind of do everything in one go. And then I really don't touch shit for a few months. And then the next time I tackle it, that's when I like add more or make it better. So yes, I agree with you into the sentiment, but I think my timeline's different.
Sure. And like, well, with me, my next big step, the thing that I'm doing, speaking from like alerts and stuff, is I'm trying to move everything from Botrix to Lumia. And
Oh man, I haven't used Lumia in a while. I'm so fond of Lumia. It was
I
like the
love
first
Lumia.
program I learned, and it was like still early on in it, and they were so lovely to me. Ah, Lumia.
Lumia has definitely been a big help with some of the stuff that I've been doing from like a technical, like from an alert perspective, from
Mm.
and like I just want to try to continue that um and like put everything kind of in one place, but also not really in one place. I mean, not in a podcast, but if I'm on a different scene, I have Mix It Up running where if you type lizard, then you're gonna see a lizard go lizard. So it's
That is
just
the
fun
one
stuff
thing I
like that.
missed about being a Twitch streamer is like things their API was more malleable, and like there are more pre-existing like third-party companies that you could get creative with. Lumia being an example, but I remember Lumia was like my first delve in, and then I started getting into like Leorin board and not Trigger Fire, Touch Portal. I love those. And now I've got Nutty's streamer bot program, and like there's so much you can do and play with and like get creative with, and it can be really overwhelming, but
It really
um
is. It's
it
all
scratches that itch of like that coding shit that and I don't want to be a coder, but I want to play with fun. Like it's like playing Roller Coaster Tycoon with OBS. I don't know.
exactly. And like,
Yeah.
so for all you guys that did come over to try Lizard, it doesn't work on this scene. I'm sorry. I love y'all. You're amazing, but I love y'all. It doesn't work on this scene. It works on my my gaming streams. So I made sure of that so that like we don't interrupt people's. But so
For real.
it's I love that because like I love being able to play with like things like OBS or play around with Meld, and like I use both on occasion. I'll use Meld for certain things, I'll use OBS for certain things, and the stuff that the Meld team is doing, I want to kind of shout them out. They are
Yeah.
killing it.
They're a
And
great team of people
dude, they are
too.
a
Like their
great team of
energy in
people.
person is amazing.
And like
Um,
genuinely, like the stuff that they're doing right now is like changing the game for streamers. Something that's made by
I
streamers
still
for
haven't
streamers.
downloaded it yet. I know that I would have a good time doing it, but I just like again, I there's still so much to do and to learn in OBS that like I don't want to it's like opening a new book that I'm about to start
Exactly.
reading. I'm like, I'm not ready for that yet. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That's
it's
so silly.
no, you're right though, and it's like it's why I still use OBS for certain items and I use Meld for certain items too. It's like it
Mm.
really depends on like um the type of stream I'm trying to put forward.
I
So
never understand streamers who like don't have fun doing OBS. I know that they are out there. I am friends with people who have never, they just add their camera, they add their audio source, they go live, that's it. And that's fine. Like, I understand it's a different style of content and I don't
mhm.
care what you do. But I have such a hard time relating to them because that means that streaming, the art of streaming as I see it like doesn't exist to them in the way that they see it. And I'm like, that's so crazy. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too much of an
No,
Aquarius.
I mean like it's awesome to kind of think about because there's so many different avenues on how to do certain things. I mean, whether it be just like the lizard popping up or like whether it be like just changing certain FX or SFX to like make you sound like a kid. It's like it's
Yeah.
stuff that you can do, is stuff that you
Mm,
learn and stuff that you'll never forget. And that's one of the reasons why I love programming and coding so much.
fun.
So,
Yeah.
but that's also why I love being a content creator because I can create content that no one's ever seen before, or maybe you have seen because people are joking. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna. I'm joke like that, but but you know what I mean. It's like
Yeah.
the freedom of creativity is why I love being a content creator. It's
Me too.
that's my main reason for doing what I do. It's for me, it's never been about the money, it's never been about the follows, it's never been about the numbers. I have all that shit turned off. I can't tell you how many
Oh,
people are watching my stream. I never
I
will.
love the numbers. I love the numbers. It works for me. I am driven competitively. I
Sure.
love this shit. I want to do better and I want to be better and I want to know what I'm doing that people gravitate towards more or not. Like I want to understand. So
So I
I
agree
pay
with you.
attention.
I agree
Yeah.
with you, but my numbers, when I look at the numbers, is after stream.
Mm.
So, and here's why.
Oh,
I
oh
I
yeah.
I
I'm a
look
sociopath.
I look at the numbers after stream because I want to know where in divide something I did, something I said, something that happened caused my viewers to drop. If they did,
Sure.
I also want to know what caused them to grow because you have to look at both avenues. And
Oh
that's
yeah.
where I look at the numbers and that's where I look at certain things. And that's where streamer charts is awesome and stuff like that. But like paying attention to the
That makes
numbers,
perfect sense.
yeah, but paying attention to the numbers is huge. But
I I need to because
it's
I went to school for theater. I
mhm,
performed in front of live crowds and I miss that feeling and I chase that feeling on stream. So for me, looking at the viewership is the same as like looking at the crowd and reading the temperature of the room.
right.
And I like the game of changing it in real time, but I also understand then I'm like I'm fucking with the control variable there. So I see what you're saying.
Well, one of the funny things is a long time ago, some streamer told me that you're never going to grow if you just silently look at the camera. And I'm like, bullshit. I did an hour stream where I looked at the camera and I had my highest viewership ever. I said nothing.
I've always wanted to do that. Every stream, I think about doing that bit and committing to that bit, but I'm terrified that it's not going to be funny, and I'm scared, but I want to do it so bad. Just
I had nothing in the title. I literally had a dot in the title. And I just stared at the camera the whole time for an hour. And it was one of my better viewerships. I don't know why it was. I had
I'm
most engaged
convinced that
chat.
the best streams are when you commit to a bit. Like
Hmm.
naturally a joke or an idea arises and you go along with it and you're doing it to entertain people and it's like so fun. Ah,
That's why Call of Duty streamers are so freaking awesome because like they'll commit to like a specific bit. Like so, shout out to the Only Shady for being one of the RPG streamers who had one of these most incredible personas that he put together, and he committed to the RPG bit. He committed to that bit, and every time he shot someone with an RPG in the middle of Warzone, it's something that no one ever has done.
hell yeah.
And
Hell yeah.
it's so cool to watch and so cool to like tune into like streams like that, like where you have a bit, where you commit to a bit. And like I've thought about working me being a drummer into it and like being like, oh yeah, I'm a drum on their head, or I'm a code a drum kit so that every time I hit something, it's gonna shoot the gun or something. But I don't wanna do something that somebody else is doing because I don't want to step on somebody else's toes because someone does do that with a flute. So
Dude, don't worry about stepping on toes. Don't worry about it. They're not worried about it. If they're worried about it, it's just because it feels good to be worried about it. Sometimes people want to be mad about something. There's nothing you can do at the end of the day if someone goes live and dresses up as you and does your exact content, and you can get your feelings hurt or not on whether or not they're doing it better than you or not. But at the end of the day, you're just gonna look like an asshole if you care. So get
true.
over it and do your shit authentically you, and that's what sets you apart. It's who you are that people want to see. And it's like I don't know. I do think that there are audiences that just gravitate towards certain type of content. So I don't want to say
Mhm.
that like that's all it is, but that's what I'm trying to attract. Those are the people like I want to like grab people that like want to be here and they want to vibe together. And if I get certain viewers when I play Valorant that aren't usually here if I'm not playing Valorant, cool, you're welcome, hang out, but you're not who I care about.
And
That's so fucked up, but that's
being genuine and being authentically yourself in a way that nobody else can be is one of the things that a lot of people forget about. Like people will watch their famous streamers. This is where viewership goes a little too far in creation of content. So it's like people will watch someone and try to be identical to them completely, and then they forget about their own individual persona. So it's
my
important
whole
to
first
be
year of streaming, I was just doing Jenna Marbles. I was just stealing Jenna Marbles' content for like a year. I did everything she ever did on her YouTube. I just did it on stream. And eventually I like made it my own. So like that's also why I have like grace towards it, is because like it's fond. If someone is doing what you want to do, it's because like you had an effect on them. You made them feel something that they want to feel. So let them find it.
I couldn't agree more. And that's why, like, I agree with you so much where you say being enthusiastic and authentically yourself. So it's so important in the content world, especially as a newer creator. Like, we can do anything. There's a million different types of content. There's hate content, there's love content, there's ridiculous content, but it all
you ever
boils...
watch the love content, those dating shows?
I have
Those are
seen.
so funny.
So there's a TikTok streamer where they do like live speed dating on TikTok, and they pop up all the time.
It's terrible.
It's
Oh.
I may or may not have joined
love
one.
it.
No.
No, I love it. I could never. I used to. I think about that, some of the content that I used to do then, that I'm like, oh my God, who was I? What was I doing? That was so silly.
And
but
like,
you gotta try it.
You have to. You have to try it. You have to take the bits, try the bits, make the bits, create your own bits. I mean, then
touch the bits.
Yeah, touch the bits. Everyone sub to BB Jess and get boobies.
Yeah, come on now.
But it's like it's stuff like that. And like one of the coolest scenes that I've ever seen from you is where you used to do the push the button thing. And like,
I stole that song. And I tried to give credit as much as I can. I saw a streamer named Batty play that song and I fell in love with it. So I started playing it every stream. I totally stole his bit, and now I feel like such an asshole when people are like, oh, that's BB Jess's song. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, Batty. I didn't mean to steal it. All credit to Batty, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So funny.
But that's the thing. It's like, you're right, because even doing stuff like that where people think that it's like authentically yourself, I mean, like, even if you take it from other people, it's like you're doing it in a way that makes it your own.
Oh yeah, I was wearing short skirts. He wasn't.
I mean,
he might have.
He may have.
I think he probably did.
So, but all that equates to what you are as a creator and how you grow, and then you turned all of that into BBFM. And everything grew, everything changed, everything like moved forward into something that's truly inspirational. And genuinely, like, seeing what you're doing and how you're putting things out there allows you to take the next step and do a different evolution and style, or revolutionary style thing. So
I wish it felt revolutionary to me. I kind of feels like what I've always been doing, but now I'm playing a character a little bit more sometimes when I like do the ad reads or the news reads. Like I'm just playing a character now sometimes.
Do you have a prompter?
I make believe out. Yes, I love my prompter. Sometimes it breaks and everything is bad, and it's like the one piece of equipment I have that doesn't work well all the time. But when it works, I feel like I'm back at like university and doing speech like classes and voice acting classes like that. I loved doing that. I loved getting to study that, and I love getting to use it in my everyday life.
Do you know what my worst class in school was? I'm curious if you can guess this.
Was it astronomy?
No, I was great at astronomy. I loved astronomy.
Oh, dude, I was so bad. I failed it. Okay. Oh yeah, because that makes sense. I don't.
It was communications.
Oh, like speech and debate class?
I failed communications 101. And now I'm running a podcast where I'm communicating consistently with verbals.
Were you very introverted or shy?
I was lazy. I just didn't pay attention.
That's different. I'm like, did you like have to give speeches and you just like couldn't? And like, way to go, you've overcome so much.
No, it was literally like I had like a note of talking points, and I'm just like, the dog walked to the park. What did the dog do at the park? He ate grass.
Well, it's hard to find purpose sometimes in like we are performing you know, even the people who like just turn on a thing, like we are being perceived, we are aware that we're being perceived, so there's some level of I don't think everyone can be their full authentic self on camera.
Right.
I think if as long as you're aware you're being filmed, then you're going to be a little bit different. And I think we can at least all agree on that. Whether or not we're playing characters or not is a whole other thing. But
That's why I like the podcast, because I can be
yeah,
genuinely myself, because I literally just talk to people as I'm talking to somebody else. Like the way I literally imagine this, you and I are in a coffee shop, right? We're yapping
yes,
about content. I literally have my coffee. I literally drink my coffee, and we're just vibing. We're doing our thing, and like
yeah.
that what you see from me here is the same me you're gonna see in person. Um,
Just like how I was like, I put on a house party.
uh-huh.
I'm still gonna be a little bit of a character when I'm hosting a real life house party. I'm gonna be the like that version of me. That doesn't mean that I'm not authentically myself. And I do think that there is a responsibility that some people like to pretend that doesn't exist when they say they play a character. It's like, well, I said that, but I was just playing a character. I don't think that dissolves us of our responsibility to not propagate certain things.
Of course.
But that being said, you could still wear a mask and just it's your performative mask. And that's people who meet me at conventions know I'm always like non-existent in person. I'm very much just like, "Mm." And that doesn't mean that I'm not myself. It's just like that's how I am.
See, from a different perspective, is like I always think you're just so busy, and I just don't want to interrupt, and I don't ever want to like. I want to
Oh,
let you do
dude,
your
do
thing.
it. Dude, I'm
And like
there
I
to talk to
have.
people. Yeah. But if anyone else ever thinks that way, please just come hold eye contact with me and let's our souls connect. I yearn for social connection. I yearn to understand this
Prolonged eye
thing.
contact.
Yeah, I'll probably be high and I'll say some weird shit, but we'll have a good time.
That's me even when I'm not high. I just straight up say weird shit.
Okay, good.
So
Sometimes you gotta shake people a little bit. Be like, "Are you in there? Hello? Play with me.
I'm
Like,
somewhere.
let's talk."
I'm
Yeah.
in an area, and like my
Oh,
brain exists, kind of.
it's so
Maybe.
easy to turn off your brain.
Well.
It's called like girlfriend brain,
Mhm.
where you just like you don't have to like think about anything, so you're just
I
there.
call it dog brain, which is why like when
Dog
I get
brain.
deep
Oh
deep in
god.
thought, like my head tilts. Like, you want to go for a
Aw.
walk?
Wow, that's cool.
You want to go
I
for
probably
you want to go for a walk? You want to go to the park?
cute. Oh.
Right? But like genuinely, it's like it's having those people are going to spot fakeness from a mile away. It really is genuinely going to be like that. And you see it within the content world, and you see it like within like the inflated numbers, you see it within the view body. And this is the hot topic, and which is kind of why I want to touch on this, is like people really try to do whatever they can in certain ways to grow without putting in the work to grow. So what is your thought when it comes to view botting? Where we know we see a lot of it on all platforms, not just Kick. So let's not just narrow it down there. It's everywhere.
Yeah, that's it's on the platform. They if they care about it, they gotta fucking fix it. That's it.
Agreed.
Again, it's like I forget what metaphor I used earlier, but oh, like it's like AI. It's like
Mm-hmm.
I can't fucking control it. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to do my business and stream, and I want to make my business as good as my business can be authentically to me so it can grow healthy. You can't build a castle on quicksand. You know what I mean? You got to have that. In my opinion, I could be wrong. I've also like it's why I'm so hesitant to ever give stream advice. I've watched plenty of rich, pretty fucking people buy their way into the industry and buy connections and like so you can do it if you got the
Mm-hmm.
wallet to back it up like that, but it sets you on a different path.
I agree. And like honestly, that's the weird part about this world is you can buy your way in anywhere.
Yeah,
You can buy your
yeah,
way anywhere. It's like some point
money talks.
money does talk, and like it's with everything that you do. And like even some people, my mentality behind view botting is this.
Oh
You're
yeah, I
you
forgot the
no,
topic.
you're good. It's like you're putting other people down. You're putting creators that are could potentially be discovered and could potentially be one of the next big things. You're putting them down for your own selfish benefit and your own selfish game. Yeah, it's a dog eat dog
Oh,
world. I get it.
people are selfish.
hmm
Yeah.
But it's a dog
Yeah.
eat dog world where like you do it because you want to be the one that's seen. But
Yeah.
over time, as things happen, as things grow, it's gonna eventually come back to bite you in the ass
1000%.
because people see it. Like Bad
Yeah.
Bear said it best. It's like brands see it, like people see it. It becomes your persona. And do you
It's
really
so
want that to
nice
be your
that
persona?
brands see that now. It's a little too late. The money that used to be in brands, it's a completely different streaming space than it used to be.
Yes.
Brands used to not see it and give out so much money to people who did it, especially back on Twitch.
Mhm.
And then now that brands are aware of it, there's no money for brands to be doing that with people anymore. So it's like crazy how we have witnessed how viewbots have changed the space for the worse already.
Yeah,
We've already seen it.
and the way it comes down to is like if your chat's going to be active, it's going to be active. And like
Yep.
there are things to set when there's lurkers because we have a lot of lurkers and all streamers have
Yeah.
lurkers. And I try to show as much love for lurkers as I possibly can. But at the same time, it's like you have certain platforms that are doing it wrong and viewing lurkers as bots, wrongfully so, or
Oh, I
maybe
saw that
rightfully
on
so.
Twitch. Did we ever come to a conclusion? Like, are people's view counts off, or was that like a case where Chatterino was open and a bunch of
So
people had a bunch of tabs open or something, you know?
you know how the streaming world is. Everyone's going to speculate, right? We don't know.
Yeah,
We don't
that's
know.
why I always hate those conversations because I'm like, we're never gonna know the truth of it.
Is it happening? Maybe, possibly. It's a good possibility that they may have made a coding error or a mistake, but who knows?
Well, it's also a lot deeper than that because,
Right.
like, nowadays it's not off the table that a brand will view bot you. It's
Yes.
not off the table that your management won't view bot you or your stream team. It isn't in the contract. Like, the industry isn't just one thing. It's not just us streamers going live and playing COD. There's also
Right.
like a lot of privately like motivated companies
Yes.
making money off of this, and they're doing things a certain way too. It's crazy.
Of course. And
It's
like
big.
it happens so often, but it's a huge thing where you take a look at these like I'm trying to think of how I want to say what I'm trying to say, and in me being ADHD, I lost my train of thought.
I also had a thought that you sparked about like getting
Mhm.
upset about the view botting.
Right.
And I think what it is I please forgive me if this is a terrible take, but it's almost
Sure.
like the people that become obsessed with it make it their content and no one wants to watch that. So it's not like, even from just like an outsider's perspective, is like, sure, get mad. Like, if that's what makes you mad, it makes you mad. And yeah, you have every right to go online and be mad about it and say whatever about it. And like, you know, I hope you make change. I hope you do better, but I don't have the energy.
Yes.
I'm hoping Kick fucking figures it out because that's where I stream, is on Kick. I get fucking view botted, chat botted. Oh man,
happens.
I
It's
got
a
a
big
message
thing.
from Kick like 2 days ago. They were like, "So we were in your chat. Does that happen a lot? Like, we sent some like staff to the back end during your stream because of what was happening." And I was like, "Yeah, every stream, every fucking stream it happens. What are we doing here?"
And-
So I just try to like keep my business going. I just try to you know, I got my contract. I'm focusing on me, you know?
And it goes back to the mentality of there's so many different styles of content too, where you bring up the
Yeah.
getting mad at content. It's like people who get mad at the view botting start delving into the world of drama content, which is cool. Like you're gonna
Man, I hate drama content. I
It's-
don't just hate it because it's drama. I think it is actually very harmful. I think a
Mhm.
lot of people, and you know what? It's not our responsibility to take care of other people. It's
Right.
not. And
This
it
is why the internet is
unsafe.
dangerous.
It is so unsafe to get online and assume that anyone will ever have your best interest. You should always operate under the idea that everyone it could be a threat to your life because they very
Yes.
well could, and that's not healthy to exist in that all the time. But why
It's
did
a
I start
fine line
going down
though.
that rant? Oh, drama
Yes,
content.
drama
I
content.
used to watch it all the time in like not a streamer sense, but like I would get ready for class and I would watch drama YouTubers talk about like Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson and James Charles and all the YouTuber drama. And this person said this and this person, and I watched it every day. So I completely understand the mindset and I have been there, but I have also unfortunately and weirdly been on the other side of it where I've had people make videos about me like and say that I said terrible things or this or that, and I didn't like being on the receiving end of that content, and it completely changed my perspective. I was like, this is really like harmful misinformation you're spreading and
Yes.
it hurts my feelings. I don't like this.
Being on the non-consensual receiving end of drama content is
It's
it's so
horrible.
bad. And it's
I had
like,
a girl go live one time and play some kind of like crazy like Russian government music, and she was like reading this giant testament about how BB Jess is a communist or something, and she meant it, and I was like, I don't even know what that means. I was so scared. I was like, because I on Twitter I said I bought a purse, and all of a sudden I don't know. Oh, that broke my brain, man. Oh.
but it's also like when it comes to drama content, like I try to steer clear as I can from it. It's like it's a slippery slope because once you start
Smart.
seeing it, you're gonna start
Yeah.
seeing it. I actually like I
Yeah.
straight up told somebody who is in drama content, I said, look, man, I respect the content that you're making. It's part of the content world. I get it. But it is not the content for me. It is not something I
So smart
personally
of you to
want to
have that
consume.
boundary.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish I had that. I didn't. Dude, my first 3 years of being a streamer, I was picking fights on Twitter. I was trying to stand up for things that I thought I believed in, that I didn't even know why I believed in
I
things. And
saw
like,
them making content about other streamers and continuously
yeah,
do that. And it's like, I can't consume that content. I can't
good
do
for
the Jack
you.
Dohertys. I can't do that type of
Yeah,
stuff. And it's like, but everyone's content taste is different. That's why there's so many different styles of content. There are some people that eat that shit
sure.
up.
Sure.
So,
I know.
but
And I
that's why
was
it's
one of them
content.
at one point. It's horrible, but I get it. I just hate it. I
But
think it's bad.
we all grow
Overall, it's
up and we
bad.
all vibe and we all do our thing. And like,
But you know who it's not bad for? The
mhm,
creators that are making a
yes,
buck off of it. So like, you know,
the
damn,
impressions are
the
like,
impressions.
it's like, oh man, it's
Mm.
like this got 147K million views. Like, whoa.
I think it's just like there's an empathy lesson missing. I don't think that
Hmm.
they realize yet. They've never felt the pain of being betrayed by another human that way. I know that's such a dramatic way to say it, but like you're inflicting harm on someone publicly for people to like pick at, and that is not a good feeling to be on the receiving end of. And maybe they just don't have those feelings, and that is totally valid. I've been reading a lot of psychology things about how people online are probably more likely to tend towards like a personal personality traits, and like people online are 3 times more likely to say shit than they would ever say in person, because obviously the danger isn't there if you're removed from in person and online. So maybe they just don't have the same feelings as you and me, or
Of
maybe the
course.
buck is just that good. They're getting paid, so who cares? Fuck other
And
people.
we'll never know. We'll never know unless we have
Or
an
maybe
honest
they
heart to heart.
like it.
Maybe
Maybe
they
they're like,
love
I'm
it.
evil and I like people to be sad.
And like,
That's
I
true.
also, maybe they're doing it, but they're doing it satirically in a way that I'm not going to understand. Like, I don't know.
I know this is so silly, and I don't know if I'll always stand by this, but jokes gotta be funny. That's always what
Mhm.
it comes down to when I hear someone be like, "It was just a joke, man." I'm like, then why isn't it funny? Because
It's
it's
not
not
a
there.
joke when you get to the isms, man. It's not a joke when you get to the
Ah,
isms. And like
yeah.
it
Oh, wow.
it's it's disturbing when you get to the isms. So,
It's also just like it shows how little you've lived. It shows that you've never had friends who are different from you. It shows that you don't know that your words have consequences. And I don't want to be around people who don't have that life experience yet, because
exactly.
that's exhausting.
It is exhausting. It's also why
Mm.
like the isms content field is so vast in the world of COD. Like you have
Is isms like racism? Is that ism?
sexism, racism,
Okay, okay.
it's
I wanted to
the
make sure we're
isms. Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
the same thing because I'm like, this is a really
I
heavy topic and I want to make sure I know what we're
I
talking about.
I
Okay.
call them isms to kind of
That's
take
good.
like the heavy hitter aspect off of it. Not that it's like I'm
Totally.
PG, but it's something that you can say that other people kind of understand or can pick up on.
Good.
So
I just want to make sure because sometimes I'm really slow to process things and it
sure,
gets me in trouble. Okay.
but that's okay.
Okay.
But it's one of those things where it's when you get to that point where you start seeing that, it's like, oh God. It's like, what did I get myself into? What am I watching? What am I seeing? It's like it the golden rule is like the positivity aspect of things is like understanding the golden rule and understanding to treat people the way you want to be treated is not everyone's philosophy in the streaming world. So
I learned that lesson online the same time I learned it in person, and it was
mhm.
like the lowest low in my life. And I'm glad I learned the lesson. I, wish it didn't hurt so bad, and I wish I wasn't online for it. But, that's life.
That's one of the lessons that I love to teach to aspiring creators is learn your growth, learn your path, understand your path, and hopefully
Mm.
you can have the logic and ethics and morality behind it to put yourself in the correct path. If that is the path you want to go down, it's like
Well, and empathy will get you far. It'll
it
get you
will.
so far. The ability just to like put yourself in someone else's shoes instead of immediately jumping to like the worst thoughts. It can really help you in a networking way. Like these are
Yes,
your coworkers. You're gonna have to see these people at TwitchCon, at DreamHack. If you ever want to be a Twitch ambassador, you better never spread a rumor about nobody. You know what I
true.
mean? Like
Well,
it's
just don't
it's
spread rumors in general. I mean, it's gonna like it's a dog eat dog world, and that dog's gonna bite you in the ass.
Yeah.
So
Or don't keep friends who have that behavior because,
right.
like, watching the drama content, being around people who care about it also it's only a matter of time.
And when I speak to a bunch of different creators in past episodes, I had someone come on the podcast and talk about the 3 E's of content, the 3 E's of making entertaining videos. And it was Bad Bear Gamer. Shout out to him, a wonderful human. Curtis is great. He came on the podcast and talked about how to make good content in an oversaturated market. And
Mm.
there's 3 E's. You can either be empathetic, so you can draw to people's emotions. You can either be entertaining and funny and goofy, or you can be educational and make educational content.
Oh, yeah.
So you can everyone likes to put things in a box, and if you do
That's a
put things
great
in a
way to do
box,
that.
that's a
Yeah.
great way to think about it.
Yeah.
But it's not an end all be all statement. More E's, but
Sure. But that's good. That's a great way to categorize it
right.
because everything I can think of fits into those.
And it's about
Oh,
how you can grow and what you can say to help people grow. And I think it's awesome. So let's pop back into BBFM a bit. Let's talk
oh
about
boy.
BBFM and let's talk about what you have or what you want to see out of BBFM. What is your goal for BBFM moving forward?
I am so bad at setting goals. I'm going to be honest.
Sure, that's okay.
I want to I want to feel better about the product at the end of every show. And that's adding things every week or trying new things different week or adjusting my energy. Like this last week, I didn't have breakfast before I did BBFM and I was a bitch. I was a fucking bitch, dude. So like I like making that better and like adjusting it. A silly little dream is I think BBFM would be really fun in GTA. I that's like okay, that's a really big dream, but I that could be fun. Or
Instead of DJ
even
Clara, it's
just like
DJ Jess,
dude, if
right?
I could like I mean a big dream would be like making this like a radio show and bringing in like actual celebrities to talk to and talking
Hell
to
yeah.
like yeah, like to kind of what's it called when you like give it more notoriety, like legitimize it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also I don't I I want to be picked up by Spotify. I want to be picked up by a fucking iHeartRadio. I want something so ridiculously, stupidly large to happen that I get locked into this for the rest of my life because I like it.
And watching people network and watching people grow, that's definitely not off the table. So just know that now. This is coming from what I see. Like, there are certain content creators out there that kick freaking ass in networking. Not gonna name specific names, even though Little Bears kills it. You do kill it, you do kill it. We see it. It's like watching people go around and network properly and push forth their content properly is a really cool thing to watch and pay attention to. So
I found a lot of success. A hot tip. I find a lot of success in networking now in like finding creators that I actually like their content. I'm not like view chasing, and I'm not like this person is someone to know, so I want to know them. Like there are plenty of large streamers that I don't try to talk to because I don't want to. You know what I mean? So I try to pick people that I want to be around and like learn from and do better from, or that they're cool and I'm a fan of them and I want to be their friend.
I've genuinely only watched content creators that were, when I first started, that were under the 100 view mark. So I actually didn't even know who Kai Cenat was until last year. So
I'm probably the same, but that's just he's a young dude.
He is a young dude. He's killing it. I didn't know who I Show Speed was.
So young.
Now people are gonna hate me.
Speed is crazy. Have you seen Speed's China streams?
Dude, they were nuts.
He's crazy. Even if it was all organized by the government, that level of performance, like that guy is a master at his craft. Even if it's the most fucking annoying content at times, he is on and he's big and he's successful. And that's crazy to watch in real time. I wish there were more female streamers like that. Like I wish Pokimane was out there on the street, like, you know, doing crazy shit, you know, but it's also a totally different game for us.
Of course.
Dangerous.
It is a dangerous game, and it's like getting to that level of notoriety and ability it's just part of the world we live in. It's something I don't understand yet. I can't really speak on it. Like I said, I've actually never been into a Schmitty stream, and Schmitty makes some of the most popular content right now that we've ever seen. So, like, he's a gamer. He's made
I'm terrible.
Yeah. He's a YouTube creator. I've actually never been into a queso stream, but I see his content flying around, and it's awesome.
I always hear stuff about Queso, but I've never watched Queso. But I feel like I've watched him because he's so famous.
Queso is funny. It's like it's you know how like you handle trolls in like an epic manner. From what I have seen from his content, he handles trolls in an amazing manner. So like kudos to him. Like with everything that he does, like if someone calls him fat, he turns that into a thing, and he makes it a thing, and he makes it funny, and he makes it enjoyable and inviting for everybody to watch.
Good.
So you want to see BBFM eventually get picked up. But if you had to host a dream guest, anyone in the world, anyone currently, who would that be? Who would you pick and why?
I want to be smart and pick a guest that would do really well for the show. Like realistically, it would be ridiculous if I got like Taylor Swift on here just for business sake. That's a good answer. And I do like two of her albums a lot, so it'd be fun to talk to her. So I feel like I should say a smart answer, but high key, low key.
Taylor is a smart woman. Taylor married a guy from Cleveland.
Maybe, unless it's all a conspiracy theory and she's gay. I was watching a YouTube deep dive yesterday about it. The Gaylors.
The Gaylors.
That's what they call themselves, the Gaylors.
I don't know them.
Alive or dead?
Alive or dead. Sure.
I want to talk to Michael Jackson so bad. I got so many questions about how he thought. I just want to talk to him. I want to know.
Well, I mean, if we're going live or dev, I'd want to talk to Prince. I
Oh,
would want
yeah.
to talk to Prince. Prince is my favorite musician of all time. Like when I was talking
Really?
if I was talking to
What got you
Echoes,
into Prince?
well, I mean, like 1999 was one of my favorite years. It was so much fun, and then he came out with that song, and then I heard it for the first time. So
That is a good song.
my brother is a musician, and he lives in New York. So we were in a car trip actually when we were I don't it wasn't Maui, but it was before then, like when we went on a family trip. But he started playing Prince's album in the car. And I'm like, yo, this dude is freaking awesome. He's a killer guitar player. And my brother just hypes him up. And then ever since then, I just started listening to all of his albums. And this is like
Yeah,
back
I
when I
love
was like
that. That like
13.
core memories that
Mm-hmm.
music creates. Oh yeah,
Echoes
beautiful.
and I had a conversation about the core memories that music creates. And it's love Echoes
Mine
too.
is with the Backstreet Boys. I remember getting
Mm-hmm.
buckled into a car seat in a minivan listening to the Backstreet Boys, and I was like, Millennium probably.
I
Oh
love the
yeah.
Backstreet Boys. I mean, but bye, bye, bye. Wait, that's NSYNC. Or is
Yeah,
it?
I made that mistake. I think so.
No, it is NSYNC, but actually,
Yeah,
it might not be. I don't know.
I feel like I can picture Justin doing it.
He could, but Justin can do a lot of things.
Frick. No. Anyway,
I
fake
mean,
fans.
but so definitely Prince. Prince, I feel like
Mm.
would be the easiest person to talk to. Would be cool to pick someone's brain. See, Biggie Dude's right. It is NSYNC.
I want to meet Elton John, but I feel like he'd bully me. I
Dude,
feel like it wouldn't go well.
Elton is amazing. Like,
Yeah,
I love listening to Elton John.
he's the
Like Yellow
best.
Brick Road, one of my favorite songs of all time too.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
last question before we wrap things up.
Oh, I could talk to you forever. I'm having so much
Sit-
fun.
I could literally talk to you forever too. But so again, this podcast is dedicated for newer creators, and we
Good
always
luck. Sorry.
my last question is what someone is about to hit the go live button for the first time. Besides don't. No, I'm kidding. What is your question or what is your advice to them?
I think you'll find less strife if you understand your why and really focus on what to do to get to your end goal. If your end goal is to make money, that's a totally valid end goal. Don't be surprised when people like question you or if they don't like it or if you find friction in that path. You're going to get that no matter what your purpose is. But if you keep working towards that, and if you view failure as a learning lesson and you try to make steps to move up the ladder, I think eventually, unless you're just boring as fuck, you'll get up the ladder. I went to theater school, so I don't feel bad in saying like there are some people who get kicked out of theater school because they're just not good at doing theater. I think there's a performative element to this sometimes. I think there's ways to find ways around that. Like if you're not a performative person, you can shift what kind of content you create to make your personality work with the content. So I don't think you have to give up on the dream of being famous or the dream of being rich or the dream of being a streamer. But I think if you just look at yourself on paper and figure out what your goal is and you work hard and you try your best, you will succeed. Gambarimasu.
Gambarimasu. So, my advice to anyone wanting to hit the go live button for the first time is do whatever the fuck you want and take no prisoners while you do it. Straight up.
Whoa. That's you gotta be careful there. People will take that and run with it.
But that's what I want them to do.
Oh my god.
In the way of content, you can take anything that anyone says in a different manner, however you want it. It's you put it out there on the internet, someone's going to take something from it. It is what it is.
You can't control how people perceive you. That's a hard lesson to learn. And I don't think it's like it's a you learn it and you've learned it. I think that's a always thing you got to struggle with is like you're not in control of everything. And this is a job where you really want to be in control of things because it can
Bingo.
feel so unsafe.
And
Yeah.
it is unsafe. And the reason why
Oh
I
yeah, it
say it in
is.
the manner of which I say it is because there is only there's only one journey. So do with it with the way that you want it and have the most fun while you do it. That's how you're going to get viewers. That's how you're going to get people in your streams. And that's how you're going to make connections and friends. It's just a way of life. And it's that
Unless
mentality you need.
it's not going well, then maybe look inside. If you're really, really struggling with this, if you've been doing this for
True.
years and years and it's not working, maybe we just need to figure out what's not working and maybe have a little bit of humbleness in yourself to be able to recognize that there are things you could be doing better. You could
Yes.
be the most famous person in the world and you could still be doing things better. Kai Cenat has so much to do better and he's still the best. He got fucking Guinness Book of World Records, a million subscribers. He's gonna have generational wealth, but there's still things you can do better.
Even
So
LeBron's still seeking another championship. And you have to have that mentality, even as a content creator, is the sky is beyond the limit. Or
yeah,
sorry,
if you
the
don't
sky
get
is
in your
not
own
beyond the
way,
limit. Yeah.
yeah, just don't get in your own way and relax a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Jess, thank you so much again for popping on tonight. I appreciate you. Like you said, I could literally talk to you for hours. Like
Yeah,
you're
this is
genuine,
awesome.
dude. You're a genuine person. And guys, if you're not following BB Jess, if you're in the band fam over here and you're not following BB Jess, first, the fuck are you doing? Second, get yourself together and go watch BBFM, please. And like
Thursdays, 11
Thursdays.
a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern.
Thursdays 11 to 4. You heard it here first, folks.
Mhm.
And this episode was dedicated for new and aspiring creators, understanding like all the different jobs associated with being a content creator. And if you guys enjoyed this conversation, just remember, we're going to have many more of these. And I'm Percussive173, and this was the PSP podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.
If I had the words, I'd ask you to save me, ask you to save me from myself. I need some help, I need you to take me, I need you to take me higher. All my life, I've been praying, I've been waiting for a sign, chasing heaven but I'm never satisfied. Need a deeper meaning, something to believe